covering up the criminal charity fraud, plus big tech is involved. Mike Strutton, right? DEX. And when we talk about Mike Strutton, think Oracle. He calls himself DEX. It's simple. It's simple. Check this out. Mike Strutton. This is how they're fooling people, even with their subliminal messaging. DEX, right? Marfugel's fucktard. VP Digital Experience, right? DEX. But right. But if on the internet, because he got his name from Dexter, the movie, type Dex J, so there's his little, big, fluffy, fucking looking little icon, so it tracks you in. Oh, AI talk, nothing but AI, and it's the same guy here. This is Dex, AI talk, okay? But this used to be full, used to not be full. Community page. Oh, look, there's the Pogo meeting itself, all the big ones. This is when, a year ago, when I first called out Adam for charity veteran fraud, and he started linking up with Jacob Israel and Global Witness, all them, because he was freaked out. It was before Terry France criminally took hush money or whatever he did to cover up the fraud with Adam, which Terry France, Cars for Heroes, is covering up criminal veteran fraud. He is a nonprofit organization. You have the right to ask him for receipts in 2019 to now, payments made by Marfugel TV and News. You have that right. He's a nonprofit organization. Ask for it. 4 years are on their way, you little fucking dipshit. Fact is the Pogos, the criminals, WWE Entertainment, Microsoft there, and then with Marfugel, of course, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. Mike Strutton is the man. Dex J, right? Digital Dex. I'm surprised he put his little. I'm surprised. No, you know what? He posted this recently. This is 2 years ago. Last year, that's the last one. So he posted a year ago his Pogo meeting when we first exposed him as a criminal charity fraud. They quit using it really, but 2 months ago they started doing it. They do that. When Adam runs away and gets hot, Dex will use this. But remember, the real Dex is this Dex. And what's it behind him? DEX. VP Products, Oracle. Ladies and gentlemen, these are criminals, and they're scumbags, and they're traitors. And you want to know something, ladies and gentlemen? Let me show you something before we go, okay? Now, we know all these optics are happening, and we know, remember, Oracle buys Social Marketing Startup, the whole startup, right? Now, remember, the World Health Organization, right here, okay, has blocked a lot of my videos, but also when you're in the algorithm, when you're doing shit, and when you're like Mike Strutton, you have powers to be and other powers to be with others. Ladies and gentlemen, the Truth Yo is on Channel 6, and this is the first video for Channel 6 because our channels keep getting strict because of the content we do. We don't hold back, and we tell the Truth Yo, and we talk about it all. I'll say vaccination. I'll say that this video is probably going to get hit. You know how it goes. That's why I say, if you help me out, hit that PayPal from bottom of my heart, thank you. But really, just spread the message, Truth Yo. You guys are the crew, the glue, each and every one of you. But notice, the World Health Organization hitting our videos under, that's why they say, medical mispract or medical misinformation or this, that. You know, that way one day if they do start arresting journalists or whistleblowers, they can say, oh, well, you got this medical mispractice fucking hit on your social media or this, that. You know, once they get the social cloud implemented, probably. The fact is notice, World Health Organization reasons why YouTube says, oh, you can't say what you just said on a platform. Okay? Well, this is why. The World Health Organization is about to change everything in the world. And I don't know if you ladies and gentlemen understand that.
Points why you should care. This thing that is, remember, this is proposed by the Biden administration. These clauses are proposed by our executive branch, by our president. Okay? First off, increased surveillance. Under Article 5, the WHO will develop early warning criteria that will allow it to establish a risk assessment for a member state, which means it can use the type of modeling, simulation, and predictions that exaggerated the risk from COVID-19 over 2 years ago. Once the WHO creates its assessment unilaterally, You will communicate it to intergovernmental organizations and other member states. They will then have a 48-hour deadline. This is how this is going to work. Within 48 hours and really less, they will have to make a go, no-go decision about complying with the mandate, which is entirely under the control of Tedros. The Director General of the World Health Organization has the authority under this statute to circumvent the U.S. Constitution and to activate a dominant role over the U.S. Constitution by the Constitution of the World Health Organization. He can do this.
Now, remember, we're witnessing that take place. Okay? Now, we're witnessing that. And we're witnessing all this chemical acid rain, that, and on the optics. Now, remember, I bring up Mike Strutton all the time because, remember, Mike Strutton, 300 million, Virtue, manage all social media activity on Twitter, Facebook, Google, several others, tracking tools Virtue clients can build. Dude, ladies and gentlemen, notice the bottom, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. This is on Mike Strutton and this Oracle ordeal. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Health Organization, okay, when we say laws in our Constitution, laws in the land, we're already witnessing it with the social media takeover of infiltration. Hence why videos keep getting hit under guise of who? Ladies and gentlemen, the attacks are real. The optics are real. The granny pan.
This is the world's richest man-verified hair growth method, which allows you to regain a full head of hair. Back
The Boohoo Effect here. First of all, Agent 19 does not have the moral ground to stand on in calling out anyone for either being a pedophile, supporting it, or child abuse. Why? Because Agent 19 had a personal relationship with an alleged pedophile that named himself on YouTube Night Savers. Yes, that's right. This person claimed and would not back down that he or she was merely a 14-year-old girl. Now, either way you slice this is sick. Either way Agent 19 would like to view this, whatever he thought he or she was sick, and it touched on in the nature of pedophilia. So Agent 19 does not have the legal grounds to stand on. Let's just get that clear. But I'm going to reply to Agent 19 anyways, because it's just that simple. And he thinks he's just that smart. But we all know that Agent 19 is full of himself. Now, I'd like to start out this video by stating that it is quite clear and transparent that, to many, that both Agent 19 and Monograph has some mental issues. It's obvious. They've been doing what they do for years on the internet. Of course, we all are defective one way or another, but with these two, it is very different. These two online behavior resemble nothing more than the actions of a psychopath. Now, traits of sociopaths does possess a conscience and can feel guilt after committing wrongdoings. But psychopaths are different. They lack a clear conscience and act without feeling any regret, and sometimes display a pseudo form of remorse. But this video is not about this mental condition. I only brought it up briefly to explain what enables the actions of Agent 19 and Montagraphs to continue on in all what they do, and by them justifying their every move. Because really, these two will try to convince you that their actions are needed and justified, that they possess this unusual power within and hold the rights to act as the internet, law, and police. This is what keeps them going, along with the complete enjoyment that they both like to do. And that is to feel all powerful on the expense of others, while receiving gratitude and adulation from a few of their followers that are entertained by this behavior. Agent 19 has established a pattern or a history of posting up other people's young children without the parents' consent. Some of these children are just small toddlers. Now, many who really are out for the well-being and protection of children wouldn't even think to contemplate this sort of gross misconduct and exploitation of children by connecting children's names or faces to sickening matters as pedophilia, necrophilia, or murders of children. Think about it. If one is really out for the protection of children and really is feeling genuine thoughts of indignation for them, then we wouldn't justify and shirk the responsibility to act in a decent and responsible manner regarding protection and dignity of children who are not able to defend their own self. They do not have a voice. When I was perusing some videos, I was completely shocked at what I found. Equally shocked is why there hasn't been much objections raised about the actions. Maybe because the video is predominantly viewed by people who also lack a moral conscience. Or perhaps they too are focused on the same agenda as Agent 19 is, where wrongful actions may carelessly feed their hatred for a particular someone or something. Once again, Agent 19 has exploited and posted up more children by claiming that he has the justified rights and power to make serious decisions for children, let alone children that are not his own, but other parents' children that are completely unaware of what Agent 19 is doing. uses children as a tool to inflict emotional pain onto his intended targets. Even if the parent does consent to having their children exploited, which I highly doubt, on the internet in such a manner that is connected to such twisted subject matters, it still does not make it right. It still does not make it appropriate for the children's best interest. A voice of reason has to be made, has to be intervened in their behalf, parent or no parent. Because Agent 19 is not out for the children's best interest, but for his own sick and selfish interest. Mr. Posner is no exception. Yes, the father of a young child that was slaughtered in cold blood. A horrific tragedy that reached national news. And Agent 19's agenda is to further place emotional distress onto this man and onto the deceased child's extended family members. Isn't that what his goal is? To put Mr. Posner in further emotional pain. He cannot deny this. Agent 19, in recent months, has posted up multiple images of Mr. Posner's slain child. He took it upon himself to go to Mr. Posner's site, screen cap his children's images, and put it into his video that was designed to make him look like he's this intelligent crusader for justice. But the only thing that he's done is connect Mr. Posner's child's face to pedophilia. Let's take a look at some of the video now.
Hello everyone. You know who this is? Yet, of course, you have absolutely no idea. Do you guys remember a while back when we had that guy that was going around flagging that we need to talk about Sandy Hook videos because he didn't think that the public should be able to consume that information? He felt that he knew what was best for all of us and that he felt that he should control the information that was proliferated to the masses. I remember him quite well. I remember him claiming that he had a pure heart, and I remember him claiming that he was only on the side of what was right and just and everything that was good in the world. I also remember him filing false DMCAs, which is an act of fraud. And we also were able to determine that this individual owned questionable websites in the past. And this individual, of course, denied it. Here you will see a comment where he specifically denies it. It's the Honor Network, claiming that there is zero, I repeat, zero evidence that he owns such a site. And then, of course, you see him making another comment right below that, further down the thread, admitting to having owned the website for a period of 6 weeks. Now, why would someone who was on the side of everything that was right and just and was only doing it to protect the children own a teen porn website? That's a good question. It kind of leads us down the path of determining where his true motives lie. Money. He's doing this for money. He owned the teen porn website because he was hoping to make money off of it, and he set up this fraudulent charity for the Sandy Hook families in an attempt to make money. That's my opinion. I feel that he is of that mindset. And Mr. Posner, I know you're flagging videos and you're upset. I understand that you're upset. You're lashing out. You're full of rage. But it doesn't matter. This information is going to go out, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. I won't let you stop it. And just to go on the record, I'm one of the people who believes that Sandy Hook actually happened. I believe that Sandy Hook happened, and I believe that people died. And I also believe that it's absolutely disgusting for you to use that event to make money, to use that tragedy to make money. It's disgusting to me. That's all I have for you. Have a good night.
We just witnessed again an unhealthy exploitation of children by Agent 19. We just witnessed again Agent 19 justifying his actions. The last time I touched on him exploiting children in another one of his internet arguments, because they're so important, right, was when he posted up someone's children on the internet and connecting the children to someone who produced a short movie about a crazed pedophile and child killer, and also had connections to a site that catered to some of the most demented pedophiles on the internet. When I called him out, Agent 19 tried to divert the attention onto a thought-up hypothesis of his in order to not take responsibility. What he did by exposing children without any identity protection. But yet, it's perfectly okay for Agent 19 himself to ensure that his identity is concealed. It's okay for Agent 19 to not put his identity in jeopardy to the full World Wide Web, isn't it? You see how that works? He exposes children that has nothing to do with him, or the main point he is trying to convey. He uses planned out pretenses to carry out, so he can carry out his harassment to be unquestioned. Agent 19 is claiming that Mr. Posner had ran a teen's porn site back in 2003, even given the specific month and the specific day. Now, why Monty and Agent 19 are viewing teenage porn sites, I'm not sure. For Monty's photography, perhaps? Agent 19 also gave specific instructions to go to the Wayback Machine site, where you can supposedly view Mr. Posner's history in 2003 that would link him to this type of site that they both allege that was owned and ran by Mr. Posner. Well, let's just go ahead and show a clip where Agent 19 gives the instructions. Now, I did some fact-checking about Agent 19's claim here and found no evidence whatsoever that links Mr. Posner to owning any teen porn site. That link was checked out already and only led them to porn images of college girls, not teenagers. Both monographs and Agent 19's basis for this claim is not proven nor substantiated, cannot be verified by their own instructions to view the so-called evidence that supports their claim. The fact is, Lenny buys and sells websites, and a while back he purchased a site that used to be called Tino. Years before he purchased it, and Monty ran with it. Then soon after, of course, his follower and lapdog, Agent 19. Why? Because Monty is a hoax creator. And Agent 19 follows Monty around everywhere he goes, keeping a tight little grip on his coattail. As it stands now, this is nothing more than libel slander on their part. The only thing Agent 19 accomplished here is connecting Mr. Posner's children to a pornographic site. As if he hasn't been through enough, right? Agent 19 doesn't care. You even admit that you believe children really did die in the Sandy Hook tragedy, Agent 19, but yet you set out to please and appease your own precious truther and conspiracy affiliates, responsible for harassing every single family member that has suffered unimaginable and horrific losses. Instead of supporting them and consoling them, all the grieving family members. This is what is not important to you, Agent 19, but only attention for yourself and your precious internet friends. Am I right? Of course you deny it. The pain and suffering they deal with is something that you know nothing about, Agent 19, nor have the ability to feel pain for them. You cannot even leave a grieving victim alone. Agent 19 states that this is a major concern of his in his video description section. The tension between his truther friends and himself. That's what's really important to Agent 19, because he put it in his video description. It's something that's been bugging him, that's been on his mind, and he doesn't like it, so he feels the need to put up a video and attack Mr. Posner on false pretenses. No, Agent 19, it is you that is disgusting. It is you that is despicable. It is you that is a sorry excuse for a human being. Unlike those derogatory expressions that you said to Mr. Posner that has done nothing to you, that has done nothing to your family, that has done nothing to your identity, in which you make sure that your identity is concealed for yourself. You are not human at all, Agent 19. You are a twisted psychopath proven by your own actions. And I can only hope Mr. Posner pursues legal action against you and Montegraph. We'll see you in the next one.
Narcissist lies at the drop of a hat.
I know when to lie and when to tell the truth. You'll never know what I am thinking. And to those who would claim to know my deepest thought, to such men I lie even more.
after the fact. That'll be when my word begins. Don't get me. Some people will be beheaded, and some people will be drug out in the streets like God. Let's go. But also, guys, like some people will be drug out in the streets like God. Let's go. They can drag me over to me. If I get established on my land, usually when they get directions from miles, no tree, that way. You're doing something right. Let's go. Listen, is what they're going to do is try and push us all into cities, and it's not going to be expensive to just have little drones patrolling the fucking wilderness to make sure nobody's off-grid net around us. They ain't got that much power. They ain't getting all this credit. They ain't got that much power. What do you think they're doing? Pushing all these freaking houses? No, what we're... My God. Hey, hold it for 5 minutes. Yeah, what we're crossing into is this time where, like, drone delivery, Tesla robots, self-driving cars, like that shit will come up on us about the time, well, probably get instated before full-blown Antichrist, but you can see how a lot of this is setting us, everyone up to be dependent or cornered in. Also, yeah, that's why I agree with that. It seems like it's always people get sucked into stuff, and the conscious ripple effect and all that stuff that involves it. And so the more people get sucked into the game, the more it plays into their shit. So the more attention you give all this freaking nobody. This is a pedo support group from Monograph and the pedos. Lumatomi's admitted pedo online. And that's why I've called out a lot of creators, like, they want to talk shit, like, yeah, Snafu's horrible. I'm like, yeah, but I'm mid-sentence every time you drop them into this panel, and you keep bringing them back over and over again. Like, don't sit here and tell me it's horrible if you're using him, like, weaponize Snafu. Especially if he just comes in and says the exact things over and over again. Peter, Polo, Garen, Nazi, triggered. What you are? Quack like a duck or a duck, bitch. I didn't know Paul was my first Snafu until I met Snafu. And I was like, Jesus, duck or a duck, bitch. Extreme version of Paul. Because Paul also cookie cutters out, like, as soon as you're his enemy. Oh, you want to end this show? You're a broken hoe, you're a slave, like, he just does the fucking template Family Guy joke. Like, he just stick it anywhere. Yeah, I wouldn't get too close to him. He'll just, I wouldn't do it. No, my whole presence as a Lumatomi in these streets is before me or the Kingdom of the Unseen. It was just they telling them Venus Cupcakes, like, the pedophile supporters saying stay away from Paul. And push back, take their shit, and then one day all the streets opened up, and here we are. Yeah, it's funny how I stumbled into Unslaved was because Snapper put out a community post saying that they were over there trolling him. That was probably about the time that Goblin had... Yep, the Pogos were in force there. Not trolling him, but the Pogos confronting them. Destroy Goblin's channel for a while. I was here. I was there for that whole thing. You don't control if you turn your channel on and off. That's up to you. So I attack you in the same way. So they talked shit about Paul those nights, and then whenever Goblin shut down, Snafu went right over there and started kicking ass, trying to stay trolling like now. Snafu's always kissing Paul's ass. So it's so funny when Paul throws him out and calls him names. So you can see how hurt little Snafu crew. This Paul.
Notice I'm not even. They don't even go. And
feel like I'm at the point.
oh my god, this is gold.
Paul say anything that my brain doesn't jump to a time in the last year or whatever that he directly was not that or contradicted that. He's not even on the same structure, subject matter anymore. It's just evolved around. Not even realize this contradicted that.
Well, here's this Truth or Cop again.
It's not him, because he wouldn't come here. I've never seen Truth or Cop even mention Goblin's channel.
Right.
And maybe he sold the thumbnail if the thumbnail shows our pictures sitting, but...
Idiots. Straight idiots. It's like the pedo support group here. Venus Cupcake and them. Idiots. Straight idiots.
You can tell that's how he's got that vocal power, right?
Support group here. Venus Cupcake.
Yeah, it's strange. He's, you know, very Asian-like.
Very like.
So where did Tommy go?
I don't know, Scream's been acting up funny.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It could be
I'm
Goblin.
telling you.
Could be Goblin fucking around too.
Yeah, I don't trust the snapper, though.
Oh, hell no. It could be.
I don't trust pedophile supporting scumbag bitches who think helping the elderly is bad.
Yeah. Because I was watching what he was doing over in another channel, and he was just totally coming back into the stream, even though he was unwanted.
I give the fucking no credence whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm so glad that they just messed with the wrong person, and they're gonna get it now.
We messed with the
He's gonna
pedophile.
sue them both, man.
Sue me. He's been questioned by the Pentagon Task Force pedophile unit, and you're supporting that, Venus. She hopes the pedophile sues me.
And then once he started talking about kickboxing, I was like, wait a minute, I never heard this one yet.
No, this all happened today, and you have to watch the one that's called Monster Mystic. That was.
Are they on his channel?
They're on October Reigns.
Okay,
I put the
Yep,
link
the
in
same channel he
before.
put
Maybe it's
torture,
still on,
kidnapping,
maybe
and
it'll
rape
still
on
come up.
children. Yep.
Yeah, it's
October
hysterical.
Reigns.
I think that's it. There's the link, but he also he called Mystic's job, and they were watching her today. He told her he was gonna report her to the state cops for drunk driving. He told her he's gonna sue her, and he's just gonna destroy her. And he put up all her
Notice how she's all happy.
information, like her whole name, and he said to either apologize or you guys are going down. If I were them, I would apologize because they messed with the wrong guy.
I don't apologize to ritualistic pedophiles that you support.
And they end up on October Reigns camp.
Yes, yes, because he has the money to destroy them.
Like, yes, he does. He's got connections, man.
Yeah.
Well, guy used to be telecommunications, so he's fucking brain at the shit.
Right. Yeah.
You seen all those NWO soldiers and a lot of stuff. I mean, you see just how fucking talented he is, just that, you know.
Yeah, he's smart, and why mess with this guy?
You know?
But why are they so? Because why don't they go after the people who made Freddy Krueger movies or the Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, why don't we just support
movies?
guys who
Why are they
provoke
going
kidnapping,
after
rape,
this
and
guy
torture
that
on
just
children?
did these films
What a fucking dumb
as an
bitch.
expression of whatever they were,
There's far worse movies in them.
Right.
Especially these days. I mean, you should see some of the shit that's coming out these days. Then, oh fuck,
Right.
it's sick. I mean, literally sick. It's next to fucking split film. Some of the movies are coming out.
Yeah, I don't understand why these movies are so 15 years ago. It's not my cup of tea or anything. It's not like I watched it once and I was kind of like, oh, okay, it's not my thing at all. But people, this is why we live in a free country, so we can have freedom of expression. And these people are Nazis, and they're calling people out for, being artistic. And they messed with the wrong guy. They did.
And I'm so fucking happy that the information you popped up with now, I'm just like, whoa.
The fact that Monty went to her live this morning, and while she was still talking shit about him, and just gave her another warning, there.
Went right to her live.
This one, Mystic Monster.
I mean, it's really weird. I bet you somebody could I bet you yourself, when you're really bored and whatnot, you could probably, sew in a moccasin or something. You see how that works? Yeah, you can sew in a moccasin on your fucking arm or some shit. That's funny. Sure is. See how funny that is? You don't mind, do you? Of course you don't mind. You can take it. You have thick skin, like leather. Isn't this funny? Oh, it's a lot of fun. When I first saw your video, I thought you were...
Notice she's trauma bonding with this guy who's been questioned by the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force. She's trauma bonding with these people because she's fuck you, Snafu. This bitch is a nasty, disgusting pedophile supporting fuck.
Wow.
This is about Monster Mystic.
Yeah. And then, let me tell you, look, the reason why Nicole has dreadlocks is because she's too lazy. She doesn't want to take care of her hair. There is nobody on the planet that is telling her she has pretty hair. Nobody.
Really?
Nobody's telling her she has pretty hair because she doesn't have pretty hair. And what stale loaf of bread is going to have pretty hair?
It's not about the loaf of bread. It's about
my loaf of bread anyway. I mean, yuck.
Exactly, it's about the
Yuck.
You're just angry with me because my hair.
I'm angry with you. I'm trying to get salt and pepper too, my guy.
And you're going to be really mad when you find out that all this nonsense that you falsely accused me of is incorrect. All of it. I'm proved that you got it all wrong. Which makes you look like a horrible person and a horrible investigator, Nicole Michelle. It sure does. Yeah. Matter of fact, you always got this smug look on your face. So, I don't know. Hold on a sec, guys.
The optics are low. We're double in. The optics are low.
I was thinking about giving Nicole Michelle. I'm being fair. I really am. I think this might be a good one. But she always got a smug look on her face. So I was thinking about calling her Smugly.
Smugly.
What do you think? Does that sound good? I mean,
Let's go.
That would be her nickname forever. So if I said, you know what, I seen Smugly the other day, everybody would know who I was talking about. Oh my gosh, we are talking Smugly.
Look at Venus bonding with this pedophile guy, Optics, who posts fantasies of rape, torture, and kidnapping online. Damn, Venus. This is great.
You said it all wrong.
This is like...
She goes down, and it's too late. It's too late. Because I'll tell you what, your chances are tomorrow is going to be a really bad day. It might not be tomorrow. It might be Sunday. It might be Monday. I don't know. It's going to be soon. It's going to be soon. You're going to have a horrible day. You're going to be probably pretty angry, pissed off, and I'm not going to care. You know what? You force my hand. See, that's what I do. That's what I'll do. Listen, ever since I've been online, and Matt's one on me a long time, Mike Bethune's known me a long time. He's known me since 2006. Since I first got here. Mike Bethune. Hell, he knew me during the whole Hellion Exciter days. That's like at the beginning of time, I do believe. Right? So here's the thing. All the nonsense out of your mouth there, Nicole Michelle, is false. All of it's false. And you keep saying that you're some sort of journalist exposing something. What did you expose exactly? Can you tell us what you exposed? Then, brother, man, I publish on the Monograph channel. You didn't expose anything. You got that wrong. All 4 of those videos are sitting on the Monograph channel right now. You mad, bro?
You mad, bro?
They sure are. Are you upset? Are you going to cry? So if they were so horrible, why are they all sitting up on the Monograph channel? I'm curious. And how is it if it's so horrible? You played it on your video just the other day. If it's so horrible, why were you allowed to play it on your? And why would you want to? I thought that you cared. Why didn't you file a police report? Why didn't you go file an affidavit and sign your name to it, Nicole Michelle? Why didn't you do it? You're a liar. You don't care about anyone or anything. You just want to gossip and run your shit talker. I thought you cared. If you cared, you'd fill out a formal criminal complaint against me. But you didn't do that. Well, why not?
Snapper in the house.
And you know that
Snapper in the house.
Yeah. Shit. Otherwise, you would have done that. Right? Yep. That's exactly right. The Jersey Gangster has it exactly right. Which makes me a perfect director and producer of a film, of a B film. Probably not even B. Okay? It makes me a freaking expert at my fucking job. It sure does, you mad bro. Which means there was no sex in the video.
Look at this triggered hoe. Like she's like, I love my pedophiles, but fuck snaps. She's such a triggered little fucking Karen hoe, you guys. This is terrible. These Karens are crazy. They're dangerous.
That's your perverted thought. That's not.
Look at her.
The actress.
They're backstage.
If you had a brain.
They was talking. She's just sitting there. Now she's off camera. What a fucking hoe. What a fucking triggered hoe.
She's creeping up on the age of 50. Matter of fact, here is her right there, and I will leave that in the description or in the pinned comment. There's her fucking Twitter account right now. Go check. Mad bro. Didn't need to be mad. What we got here? Is that right, Dan?
Yeah, she's fucking nasty. She's so cute.
We'll make a video and cry. See that? So you look at
She's getting wet because Monograph is fucking triggered.
Talking about
She's literally getting her fucking granny panties wet.
I gotta go die in a video, blah blah blah. Then she clearly.
You know, she admitted though Monograph fully doxing Mystic earlier.
And that she's going to do episode 2. That tweet was made in May 2010. Go check. Mr. Fancy Pants, all you freaking liars out there. Gosh. You know, her name, you saw it in the film. The film was published in 2010. It says, starring Moonchild. Well, gosh, what is the name of her Twitter account? Moonchild 1975, stupids. 75. Hold on, how old would she be now? She's 75, 85, 95, 2005. 2010 would make her 35. I could be telling you. How old would she be now? She's creeping up on the age of 50 there, Nicole Michelle. But I thought you said something else happened to her. failed. You lied. You didn't expose anything. You lied. Shame on you. You also making false claims about some video. Oh, well, you did this. Prove it. Where's the video? There's no video of what you're accusing me of. There is no video. Where's it at? Why didn't you play it in your live stream? Why not? Because you can't prove shit. There's nothing there. Okay. Just wishful thinking on your part. Just something that you believe. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Here is let's go ahead and pull this up. Because we got this shit bookmarked. Because every time these
monograph is triggered, again, questioned by the Pentagon pedophile task force, and he's trying to make excuses. And Venus Cupcake sucking that pedophile optics dick. She's okay, obviously, with children being portrayed as kidnapped, tortured, and raped.
And they get owned on their own individual websites, and then they get owned in court, and then get owned in they get owned.
Snapper!
Suddenly they're upset with me, so that information reporting Nicole Patel is wrong, incorrect. That is the original story.
Snapper! Snapper is pervert.
Fabricated that story with Miss Childers out of the state of Kentucky. That's on court record.
This bitch is getting turned on.
Twice.
By me, of course.
And it's going to be on court record for a third time here soon. See how that works? Are you aware of this? Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm aware you're a fucking pedophile scumbag piece of shit posting your fantasies online. Yep.
Top story, this UPI, Herndon, charged. Excuse me. This was Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, but Mr. Homestead has it posted as Atlanta. Sorry. Read all of this article, you'll notice that all of it's exactly the same, except where it says Ty, what's this person's name? Herndon. They swapped out the Ty Herndon and they fabricated bullshit about me. Not me. Again, you mad bro. So, some guy, hold on, let me see if I got this right. Some guy named Timothy, who has, according to Matthew, Goldilocks out of Arizona, according to Matthew, who's got some sort of awards, fabricated, or posted a fabricated story on his website. I thought you said he was some award guy.
It was some of that.
I thought he won awards. If he won awards, why is he fabricating information on his website? Isn't that a crime?
I didn't hear you.
Because you're falsely accusing someone else of a crime while at the same time putting it out that they committed a crime that they didn't commit. So technically that would be libel, wouldn't it? But it would be libel slander. And depending on what state you're in, slander could be illegal. And it could serve, or you could serve jail time for it in some states. It's not very many states.
Hear that, Snapper?
So hold on, let me see if I got it right. So you mean to tell me that somebody fabricated that story, then Timothy thought it'd be a good idea to put it.
How can you fabricate a Pentagon pedophile task force investigator questioning you? He's trying to discredit him being questioned by the Pentagon on pedophile actions.
I've never been to Houston in my life, not once. You lose. 1995, I was in Colorado. I wasn't even in Georgia.
Oh, Colorado, John Benet Ramsey murder. Didn't they question you about that too?
Sorry you can't get anything right. I'm sorry that somebody fabricated the story and I called them. Now, that information is on court record 2 times. It's about ready to go on a 3rd one. See what happens when you pull shit like this? It's really horrible. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea to falsely accuse people of crimes they've never committed in a million years. It's a horrible idea. Because chances are you can identify motives just at the right time. Isn't that right, Nicole Michelle? Isn't that right, Smugly? See how that works? And somehow you're trying to ruin my life based on bullshit. You're trying to ruin my business based on lies. What do you suppose I should do about it? Do you suppose I should allow you to run around in your neighborhood, in your neck of the woods, in your town, in your city, without any consequences? Huh?
Stop the cab. We know you right. Let's get down. Stop the cab.
Yeah, don't take anybody out just based on their name unless it's like obvious names like bullshit. You know their names. Well, here's the thing, Jason, Salmon. I have identified more people than the entire organization of Anonymous by myself. Sure have. Yeah, and Nicole is number 423. She sure is. Yeah. And that never would have happened if she wouldn't have told all these lies about me. Listen, it's one thing if somebody make a video about you, and they're like, well, look at this, look at that. But this woman, this Smugly person, has gone on and on and on and on and keeps doubling down, but is not providing any evidence. Anybody can create a website, Nicole. Anybody. Matter of fact, if you would like, I can create 10 websites about you tomorrow. You wouldn't mind, would you? I could.
Goblin, you keep having this truther cop coming into the
Geez, speaking facts here, I want y'all to know that he is speaking facts here. He can build all kinds of websites. This is not new. Right?
Yeah, I know.
This is not the real truth of cop. Y'all said, if it's the real truth of cop, he would have let me know. Because
that's Snapper.
It's not him.
It's not Snapper?
Because I know the real truth of cop. He knows me. That's what you sound like that. It's not the truth of cop. No, he is. You know the truth of cop. He's from around your way, if you will. Yeah. I never met him yet. Yeah, we don't get on with this nonsense. All right, I was just trying to drop a couple gems regarding my Fubu and all this bullshit. I'm not even gonna pull up my Fubu right now. No, I can prove that what he's saying regarding that is bullshit too. But that's not saying that Mark Fubu is not bullshit. Mark Fubu's total bullshit. Yes. It's total shit. So I never bought into Mark Fubu ever.
She's saying that because she knows she's being recorded. We got plenty of times where she supports them. She knows she's being recorded. Wow, she knows I'm here listening, so she's probably saying what she wants to say.
I went to Mark Fubu maybe once and knew it was bullshit. These people got sucked in and now they're bitter about it.
Yes, and now they're shaking out on the freelancers if you want to speak that way. Right. Like, I don't need your permission to watch whatever I want to watch.
No one's telling you who to watch other than you support criminals, fraud, traitors, and pedos.
That's right, let's go.
They're Nazis.
Exactly.
God, this Venus cupcake is the nastiest, disgusting, foulest fucking creature in this world.
Tell us about it.
Waste of breath, really.
Man, you're up there with the Nazis. Tell us about it. Tell us about free speech, if you will. In your land. On your land. The only people that cater to the fucking government, the only ones that believe they can't say anything they want. The rest of us say fuck you. And y'all still ride your land, right? That's it, man. See what I'm saying?
Really?
We have an episode down here.
No, I know. I've been saying we should write a screenplay. Call it The Chat Room.
Well, I mean, they have more distinct rules around the way. but they are still allowed to roam the land. So that's where we got to find that bind, if you will, or that bondage, if you will. Sometimes bondage is okay, all right? When you look at scripts, we know how this goes. This is an exodus. This is the end of the world. We need to take this serious.
It is definitely.
This is wicked serious.
Yeah, we're standing on the edge. Have you seen the clouds outside every day? It's like these amazing clouds just marching by. It's beautiful.
Wow. She's drunk driving.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
Don't mess with Monty, man. He'll fuck you up so bad.
Oh, I fucking knew it.
I'm
They're
pretty
just
sure she drunk everything.
Oh.
They just poking at her with their little pedo bunch crap and have my name in it and Skies Above and Goblin and all of us and Fang, you know. And now they poked Monty way too hard.
The fucking bear.
They're screwed now, and that stupid Mystic, she's still poking him. She was still making fun of him. She still left her video up. He said that if they don't apologize in a certain amount of time, they're going to have all sorts of trouble.
So I'm not the only one they follow around calling a pedo?
No, I'm a pedo. Tin TV's a pedo. Goblin's a pedo. Mad Cat's a pedo. Skies is a pedo. Fang is a pedo.
Like they're insane people.
Yes, yep.
But I'm going to be careful with that because I've recently realized in my research that there's a lot of gaslighting going on, especially, and I'm not playing the victim, but I see it happening to me, where when people are constantly telling you you're crazy or no one knows what you're saying, that's gaslighting. It's like challenging your view to try and get you to think you're crazy.
Yep.
Right.
Well, they don't even give you the time of day. They just they'll shit all over you. You don't even get no talk back to them or nothing. They'll shut you right down as soon as you say anything.
Yeah, they deserve whatever they get.
Once I learned what some of the different aspects of gaslighting were, I see so many hosts doing it that I might make a big old montage of just like, they're like a crazy person. Nobody knows what you're talking about. And just be like all of them saying it over and over again.
Yep.
Well, you know, Snaps called Paul a pedo over at the OTW show the other day, and that's what caused a big explosion. It was the same day as Monograph showing up at Mad Mystic's live stream and telling her to shut it down or else.
For fuck's sakes.
And my thing is, if you took Snafu, Paul, and OTW and put them at the bottom of the ocean, I'd say that's a good story. Like, I don't like any of them.
Yeah, why weren't they on that sub, huh?
Right?
Oh, fuck.
But they're gonna and Mad Mystic's being so arrogant that she's not. Monty wants them to apologize, and if they don't, he's pressing charges.
Oh, he will. He'll fucking take him right down, man. He'll hurt him. He'll hurt him.
Noise.
The guy's a fucking pro.
So where did our host Goblin go?
Girl,
I don't know.
He does this thing.
And
who knows? Maybe he's back and forth fucking Mads. Who knows? Goblin's all over the map, man. Hey, you're all over the map, brother. He's a goblin.
But I don't mind him being a little all over the map compared to the last time we were all here, and he was
channel. You sure? Right. And Mystic is such a coward that she can't even show her face. She's such a coward. You're so gross.
No, she's smart. She's smart for not showing her face. I've seen her face. I don't hide mine, and I admit, like, I'm no looker, but goddamn. Like, I remember the first time she tried to say I was jealous and wanted to hit that, and I said, oh, no, honey, we've got to set this precedence right now. You are not you no longer can use that in life. Like there might have been a time that you were street skater age around them boys. You might have been a hot little chicken for a minute, but those days of you want to hit this, yeah, those are long gone.
That's the whole thing, man. They didn't want the truth, yo.
No, it's not the
But that's
truth. It's
their
all
hash-
lies.
But that's their hashtag, truth, yo. Well, let me tell you about truth, yo. People like us on Slavia, let's go. You can't leave them out. And the reason why I say you can't leave them out, and I'm not the type to call out channels or none of that. What I mean by unslavia, there's a lot of people that are seeing what the episode is, if you will. All right?
You guys are exposed.
Venus, I seen you over there.
Yeah, I hang out over there sometimes.
Of course, you know why, right? Because
Yeah, I like the
because
people
the truth
over there.
will set you free, right?
I like everybody. They're pretty cool.
And
There's a
not
lot of
only
cool
that,
folks.
but there's nothing wrong with men's groups
No.
or women's groups.
No, not at all.
See, and that's the hard thing
the
with
big
me.
thing right now, men's groups and women's groups. Go
The
ahead,
hard thing with me in the Kingdom of the Unslaved is I like a lot of the people that go there, but the king and I do not get along. So
well,
it's,
that king is not my king, and
no, he's the king of Unslavia. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Kingdom of Unslavia.
I've always told him that that's not my king.
Well, it's
No,
good to
it's-
it's good to have opposing
my
views.
father
It's
is
good
up
to
here, and I don't care who gets mad. My father is up there.
it's good to have opposing views. That's what it's all about. I mean, it would be so boring if everybody was in there just going, I agree, but no, they
Well,
don't.
and this is
That's
the
why I
thing.
always found your content
Well,
fascinating, because you speak from a more spiritual Buddha type of point, and I get that as well. It all ties together. You know?
Well, this is why I'm so despised and so infamous, Venus, is it's not really that I have opposing views. I agree with a lot of these rights and freedoms people, but I'm there calling people out on like hypocrisy or contradicting
Goblin, you
ideas.
really support this guy who posts his fantasies of sexual rape, torture, and kidnapping? You already know. Both you and Mad Cat know Venus is supporting this. Also, Venus helping the elderly, changing diapers. Yeah, I did that.
stop
I
with your
help people in need. You're a
virtue
disgusting
signaling.
piece of shit, Venus. You think helping the elderly is disgusting, and you're supporting harm on children. Venus
I
and
am,
Tinfoil Goblin, you better watch out who you're paying attention to. These people are like basically saying, oh yeah, it's okay to support kidnapping, torture, and rape on children. You've seen the videos. You know what's up. The Pentagon Task Force pedophile unit question
Shut
monograph.
up. You're so full of crap.
Venus, the
Why don't
Pentagon
you
Task
just ship
Force
it?
question monograph
It's
on
all-
pedophile tendencies, and Venus is supporting that.
But
Venus is so
snafu.
stupid. She's like, oh, changing
Snafu.
diapers. Yeah, helping the working
I
in a
need to-
medical facility, Venus. You're a disgusting fucking piece of shit, pedophile supporting fuck.
Snafu, I need to ask you the same thing I've been asking Jack Talcott. Like, do you not see that even the UN is starting to usher in the MAPS logic and shit? Like, why would you be out on this pedo crusade? Like, you should not want people to be pedos. You should want to stop pedos. But do you not see how, like, they're being slowly climatized into society for beast system?
Yeah, good point there, Tom. Fucking great.
It's just like you're this and you're that. What do you know? I'm not any of those things. That's all you say to everyone. Who cares? No one cares what you have to say.
I got an idea.
Okay, so this is how I've used him and Paul as a tool to read all the people in these streets. Is I watch people for, do they just take Paul or Snafu's word at face value? Do they spread that word? Do they openly push back whenever they do it? Do they just be quiet and let them do it? I'm always reading motherfuckers.
You should move to Canada. There's snaps. You and Trudeau would get along just fucking fine.
Yeah, he's a real yeah, you really sound like a Antifa member snapper with your Nazi optics, right?
Oh, for all we know, he's probably one of them guys that was up there dressed in gray.
So this is how it's so crazy and people require discernment. It's like yes, Antifa is being fascist while claiming to be anti-fascist, and they'll claim, do they claim to go against pedos? Because they are kind of promoting a lot of pedo groomer type settings.
Well, how can Snapper come in here and talk about pedos when he totally porn bombs people all the time? What the hell is that? You're a pervert, Mr. Snapper.
What did he do time for?
I think he was beating his girlfriend or something.
Oh, that'd be about the only one he could beat in a fight, probably. So yeah.
Yeah, right. So why don't you go fight Monograph in Las Vegas? Why don't you take that invitation and go do that, Snapper, so we could watch it?
Maybe you can meet Venus personally so she can kick your fucking ass.
Yeah, he just looks like an idiot to me. He's just behind his little screen. He's a coward. Look at him.
He's also
lies.
I would pay more to see Venus kick your ass than fucking anybody else, I swear.
Where's my list?
Children being harmed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right. Like anyone wants to see children being harmed.
And that's the thing. People that don't like me, people that still have me blocked today, took his video and timestamps about me and came back. Like, we all sat there in the panel. They went and checked it, came back, and they were like, "No, you're totally stupid." He was grandstanding that he would have protected those kids if they were lost. He wasn't threatening kids at all. And those are people that also oppose me, saying, "Snafu, you're full of shit."
And the other thing about calling a recovered heroin addict a heroin addict after is so despicable and low. That's what
I used to do meth. He's always throwing.
No, that's what
all of
Snaps
YouTube
does.
throws meth in my face. Yeah.
That's what's and so you are despicable, Snaps.
I have a question. Since when has
Venus,
anyone ever?
I had to stop you. I'm sorry if you get mad. You have to be quiet too. This is directly towards Illumitami, my brother. All right. And what I will say is, you know what? I get that. What Venus was just saying, a lot of these cats take a lot of things into different contexts. And you remember the episode we had, which caused us to have probably the greatest fallout we ever had so far. But I want to let you know, I see through the fog. Let's go.
I actually don't remember either because I've been
all with the snafu crabs.
Yep. I'd like to ask, how's everything going? Is it here?
I don't know. Let me see how. See if this
here,
comes. Yeah, I can hear you, but you're a little low.
Yeah, Mad Cat, turn it up. Turn up your mic.
The wrenches might be hitting you too. Surprised they haven't kicked me yet.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Mad Cat is up in the cap of Babylon, so we must respect our brethren as U.S. citizens.
When I was thinking about it,
Hillary Clinton.
And it's like, well, Paul, no. Like, sorry, no.
He might as well be in a hole.
Clear and snafu.
How to escape the heat if you don't have an air conditioner. This only takes 5 minutes. Tired of hot and stuffy rooms during summer?
It's not some ancient thing. Shut up.
Shut up.
And you want why they all have... It's not some agent thing, Project Pogo. I'm some secret agent collecting data. Sound like a clown.
Oh yeah, the clouds are in action. They're thick. Yeah. I'm
Like a
all
clown.
clowns, all right. Yeah. Oh, good.
It's not some agent thing, Project Pogo. I'm some secret agent collecting data. Sound like a clown.
Oh yeah, the clouds are in action. They're thick. Yeah.
Disagreement on their take on lawyers in the and Snap's head. Disagreement on their take on lawyers in the just shit. This should be in the movies because we are living in the movies. This is theater created by the deep state and their agents, and this is all tied to dirty, dark, deep state throaters such as Hillary Clinton's server, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs servers, to
where I see so many hosts doing it that I might make a big old montage of just like they're like a crazy person. Nobody knows what you're talking about. And just be like all of them saying it over and over again.
Yep.
Well, you know, Snaps called Paul a pedo over at the OTW show the other day, and that's what caused a big explosion. It was the same day as Monograph showing up at Mad Mystics live stream and telling her to shut it down or else.
For fuck's sakes.
And my thing is, if
they're gonna try to tell me to shut it down.
Paul,
There we
and
go again.
OTW and put them at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay. You this fucking Illuminati Tommy, the same guy who threatened me and Snaps multiple times, and we've made multiple videos on it. Yeah, and my children involved in it. He brought them into the mix. This Illuminati Tommy, dark fucker. Let me tell you, he's admitted to so much dark shit in the last 7-8 months on YouTube. Look at you go, clown. You see how? Let's back this up.
Constantly telling you you're crazy or no one knows what you're saying.
Right.
That's gaslighting. It's like challenging your view to try and get you to think you're crazy.
Yep.
Right.
Well, they don't even give you the time of day. They just they'll shit all over you. You don't even get no talk back to them or nothing. They'll shut you right down as soon as you say
Yep.
anything.
Yeah, they deserve whatever they get.
Once I learned what some of the different aspects of gaslighting were, I see so many hosts doing it that I might make a big old montage of just like you're like a crazy person. Nobody knows what you're talking about. And just be like all of them saying it over and over again.
Yep.
Well, you know, Snaps called Paul a.
You might want to check that out because there's nothing but a herpes pineapple.
So Snafu, Paul, and OTW, and put them at the bottom of the ocean. I'd say that's a good story. Like I don't like any of
Yeah, why weren't they on that stuff, huh?
them, right?
Oh fuck.
But they're gonna and Mad Mystics being so arrogant that she's not. He, you know, Mondi wants them to apologize, and if they don't, he's pressing charges.
Oh, he will. He'll fucking take it right down, man. He'll hurt him. He'll hurt him.
Noise.
The guy's a fucking pro.
So where did our host Goblin go?
Girl,
I don't know.
He does this thing.
And
Who knows? Maybe he's back and forth fucking Mads. Who knows? Goblin's all over the map, man. Hey, you're all over the map, brother. He's a goblin.
But I don't mind him being a little all over the map compared to the last time we were all here, and he was.
You sure? Right. And Mystic is such a coward that she can't even show her face. She's such a coward. You're so gross.
No, she's smart. She's smart for not showing her face. I've seen her face. I mean, I don't hide mine, and I admit, like, I'm no looker, but goddamn. Like, I remember the first time she tried to say I was jealous and wanted to hit that, and I said, oh, no, honey, we've got to set this precedence right now. You no longer can use that in life. Like, there might have been a time that you were street skater age around them boys. You might have been a hot little chicken for a minute, but those days of you want to hit this, yeah, those are long gone.
That's the whole thing, man. They didn't want the truth, yo.
No, it's not the truth. It's all lies.
Well, that's their hashtag, truth, yo. Well, let me tell you about truth, yo. People like us on Slavia, let's go. You can't leave them out. And the reason why I say you can't leave them out, and I'm not the type to call out channels or none of that. What I mean by unslavia, there's a lot of people that are seeing what the episode is, if you would. All right?
You guys are exposed.
Venus, I seen you over there.
Yeah, I hang out over there sometimes.
Of course, you know why, right? Because
I like the
because the
people
truth
over there.
will set you free, right?
I like everybody. They're pretty cool.
And
There's a
not
lot of
only
cool
that,
folks.
but there's nothing wrong with men's groups.
No.
Or women's groups.
No, not at all.
See, and that's the hard thing with
big
me.
thing right now. Men's groups and women's groups.
The hard thing with me and the Kingdom of the Unslaved is I like a lot of the people that go there, but the king and I do not get along.
Well, that king is not my king. And
he's the king of Unslavia. Yeah, the Kingdom of Unslavia.
I've always told him that. That's not my king.
Well, it's good to have opposing
my
views.
father
It's
is
good
up
to
here, and
it's not okay to have opposing views when it's all agents, all running this fake show. This is theater. Do you understand what I'm trying to expose here besides this heavy shit? This is an operation that's happening on all social media outlets, folks. So you need to start waking up to what you're listening to. Look at the hug-a-buddy mentality and question the narrative that's being pushed. This is nothing but a herpes pineapple express bunch that you would want to stay the fuck away from and maybe be on your own island because these people are so frothy. Yeah.
You know what, Snappy Crew? This Paul Enslaved is like a fat fuck, pogo, grifting fuck. But you know what? He supports pedophiles. He supports criminals. He supports traitors. Mr. Paul Enslaved, all he does is talk shit to his audience, disrespects the people. He's a mainstream Jerry Springer, so to speak. And what's funny is all these little fucktards are supporting this little fucker, including you, Shaunosaurus Penal Power, and you know what Monograph is about. So this is what Paul supports. Listen to him. He supports pedophile, criminals, and traitors and frauds, but listen to him fucking support a guy who posts his sexual fantasies of rape, torture, and kidnapping on children. So let's hear it from Paul's fucking own mouth. Your daddy, as he says, the god of all media, to them. This dude really plays like he's their god, and he has people culted up. And no, this guy's a fucking clown. Listen to this.
Voice is cracking now. His voice is cracking. He's such a broken hoe. You're nothing. You're not my daddy. You're not God. You're not better than Howard Stern. I don't give a fuck. Keep watching your phone. Yeah.
Keep seeing what happens with your analytics, Paul. See what happens, bro. Keep fucking around with people.
Monograph is taking your bitch ass off the internet. We've how many times?
Oh, so he says Monograph is taking my bitch ass off the internet. So does Paul know that Monograph, right? Right now, of course he knows. He's supporting a fucking pedophile, a guy who puts his pedophile tendencies online. So this is what Paul's supporting, right? So Paul basically said, Monograph's taking you off the internet. Why? Because we're exposing Monograph as his Illuminati ties, okay, and his Masonic bullshit, but also his fascination with posting his sexual fantasies of rape, torture, and kidnapping. So Paul, this is what Paul's supporting, right? This shit right here. Or the little piggy shit, right? Right. So Monograph, right, who's making threats on people who post his fucking sexual fantasies of rape and torture and kidnapping. You obviously heard out of Paul's mouth. Paul supports that shit. So what's funny?
Me, Snafu Snaps, anybody speaking the fucking truth, yeah.
Please, so
It's on YouTube. Speeches, man. Me, Snafu Snaps. And for the knee. Also, and
believe that.
Like some of his videos. Whoa. I've been staying
So this is what Paul is supporting right here.
for a while after.
Only $1.30.
Me.
I think it's number 8. Was it? I'm looking real fast. Hold on. I can give you the correct name. Individual name.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Right here. So this is what Paul's supporting. So Paul says Monograph is going to take you off the internet. Why? Because we're exposing Monograph for his ties.
But people are trying to help humanity, trying to tell them what's up, maybe give them their view on things, whether it's medically, whether it's about the food, whether it's about chemtrails. I don't really care what it is.
Well, Paul sits on his fat ass grifting off you fuckers, being Jerry Springer, while real people are showing you criminal, traitor, and frauds. Now remember, Paul said himself, Monograph's going to take you off the internet. So this is what Paul supports. Paul enslaved, the grifting fucktard, pogo fucking piece of shit.
In this country, we are supposed to be able to. This comes in. This is the Second Amendment right. This go any which way. Using
So this is what Paul's supporting right here. This is who he wants me to get taking me off because we're exposing it. Paul's a pogo piece of shit. Pedophile supporting fuck. Paul supports pedophiles, sympathizes with them, and he's a grifting fuck. This film's by Monograph, ladies and gentlemen, of his fantasy of kidnapping, rape, and torture on children. Written, produced by Monograph.
a my little piggy. I'm a prostitute, yes. Isn't it? Open your mouth, baby.
So this is who Paul's supporting. Someone who posts their fantasies of rape, torture, and kidnapping on children.
What the fuck? Yes. Oh, baby. You sound like a baby. Wait. Oh, dear.
Now, because Paul and all these other pogos are okay with my channels getting taken down because we're exposing these criminals, frauds, and pedophiles, make sure you go check Mad Mystic out. These two videos, Infiltration YouTube Deep State Agents, those are two very good videos explaining it. But again, now I know 100% why Paul is a sympathizer to pedophiles and why he fucking wants Monograph to take us out.
Many times. You're a fucking sympathizer. AOTW, could you come up here and talk shit to everybody about a community? Paul, you got eyes on me now. Don't do 3 things instead of no things. Keep drifting, man. Keep drifting for these people.
So fucking hard, bro. Hold up.
Did anybody send me something yet?
See, I'm grifting so hard, buddy. Did anyone see? He makes jokes out of it, dude. He fucking makes jokes out of people like Jack Talcott and many others. Fucking, it's his bit, man. The guy's a Jerry Springer making money. But when we're actually exposing criminals, traitor, frauds, and pedophile rings, and this guy posts his sexual fantasies of rape, torture, and kidnapping, and he's involved with some very investigations, things like that nature, Paul's a pogo. Paul's a sympathizer to pedophiles. Paul, you're a fucking piece of shit, fat fuck. Stand up.
Somebody already sent me stuff. I didn't even do it. I don't give a fuck, Paul. You're Hold up. You are a they already sent me something, bro. I gotta thank them. Hey, could you turn them down? Could you turn them down so I can thank my contributors? Hey, could you? AOTW, sympathizer. AOTW, could you come up here and talk shit to everyone like you're their god? Hey, could you turn him down? No, Paul.
Notice he's like, turn him down, shut him up. Again, you're the one sympathizing with Mr. Pedomontograph. Listen to it. This is why he's supporting this guy.
His voice is cracking now. His voice is cracking. He's such a broken hoe. You're nothing. You're not my daddy. You're not God. You're not better than Howard Stern. I don't give a fuck. Keep watching your phone. Yeah. Keep seeing what happens with your analytics, Paul. See what happens, bro. Keep fucking around with people. Monograph is taking your bitch ass off the internet. Many times.
And by the way, Monograph ain't doing shit, Paul. Again, this is what Paul's supporting. He's supporting rape, torture, and kidnapping on children, the optics. And he's supporting obvious people who are pretty serious and fucked up in the head. Paul, you're a piece of shit, man. This is who Paul Enslaved is, grifting and sympathizing with the pedophiles. And that's the truth, yo.
Hey, you know what's funny? People like you who don't stand up for the truth, who don't stand up to criminals, who don't stand up to frauds, who don't stand up to pedophiles, are the problem with our fucking grocery world and everything.
The abusive video on Snafu Snap 6,
bro. I could tell.
which degrades Mad Mystics ex-mods and abuses them with lies and bullshit. That please report her videos and his videos while I work in the background on some things. I will still host live streams. I plan on going live tomorrow about 5:30 Pacific time. we will welcome everybody into the chat, and then I will do a short public video, and then we are going into a private chat from there. So come by, and you're going to have to go into the StreamYard backstage, where you don't have to show your face or anything. And when I go, after I'm done doing the public video, we will go into a private chat and have a good old time. We do not want views. I do not want to grow my channel. I just want to hang out with my friends, and no one is going to restrict me or tell me that I cannot do that or try to bully me to make me stop streaming. So I think I'm going to change the announcement to Thursday at 5:30 p.m. and we will have a public chat, which will be very general, and then we'll go into a chat that will not be on YouTube to just hang out and talk freely without having Nazis clipping pictures and making accusations and all that kind of stuff that they think they're going to bully me. Well, they're not. I'm going to persist in what I'm doing as I work on things in the background. I do not feed the trolls. Do not feed them any longer. I do not want you to feed them. Do not leave comments on their videos. Just report them for harassment, report them for everything that you can report them for on the YouTube list of reportable events, which you could report the same video over and over again in different categories. Please do that, and we will